ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तः शान्तः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम् देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अतः please chant.
Sorry, sir. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
अतः सप्तमोऽध्यायः।
Atha Saptamodhyayah.
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
मय्यासक्तमनः पार्थ
Maya Saktamanaf Partha.
योगं युञ्जन्मदाश्रयः
Yogam Yunjanmadashrayah.
असंशयं समग्रं माम्
Asamshayam Samagram Mam.
यथा ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु।
Yata Nyāsyasi Tachrunu.
ज्ञानं तेहं सविज्ञानम्
Jnanam teham savijnanam.
Idam vakshamya sheshatah
Idam vaksham yasheshatah.
yajñātvā neha bhūyōnyat
Yajñātvā neha bhūyōnyat.
ज्ञातव्यमवशिष्यते.
Jnātavyamapasishyate.
This chapter we started in the last class. 7th chapter, Jnana Vijnana Yoga. The first 3 shlokas are the introduction to the topic. And in the very first shloka, the first word of the first shloka itself is an introduction. Bhagavan introduces. He himself. Mayi iti. Mayi is in me. Therefore, this chapter is this Shatkam. This following 6 chapters, starting from here, is going to deal with Ishvaraha, Mayi. So, therefore, Mayi, by saying Mayi, therefore, Bhagavan is hinting that the following 6 chapters, the Madhyama Shatkam, going to be the topic of me, that is Ishvara, which refer to Tatpadam, the Mahavakya, Tatu Asi. Tumpada Vichara done, therefore Tatpadam now. Maya Sakta Manaha. The words are beautiful words. Mayi Asakta Manaha Yogam Yunjan Madashrayaha Asamshayam Samagram Mam Yathagyasasi Tachrunu. Mayi Asakta Manaha. We saw already these 2 shlokas. Committed in me. Mayi Asakta Manaha. Mana here. Asakta Manaha Yasya Saha. The Bhagavadiki compound. The one who has his mind committed to me. Committed in me. He has got commitment. Mayi Asakta Manaha. And for him, I am the Ashraya. Madashrayaha. Ashraya meaning basis or support. So, Aham Eva Ashrayaha Yasya Saha. I am the Ashraya for that person, support. Madashrayaha. Shankaracharya explains the word Madashrayaha very beautifully. That is, to accomplish a certain end, a person adopts certain means. Therefore, the means becomes the Ashraya, the basis for gaining the end. Like Agnihotra Karma is the Ashraya for gaining Swarga Loka. A Grihastha performing Agnihotra Karma, Nitya Karma, ultimately to gain Swarga Loka. If the person is a mumukshu, then it is a different case. If the person does karma, the spirit of yoga, karma yoga, then the end is different. It's a mumukshu, therefore he is not entered in Swarga Loka. But as a Nitya Karma, he does, the blanket rule is Swarga Loka Prapti. Therefore, for Swarga Loka Prapti, this karma, Agnihotra Karma becomes the Ashraya, the means. Therefore, the person can be referred to as Agnihotra Ashraya. He has got Ashraya in this karma, Agnihotra. Therefore, the person can be referred to Agnihotra Ashrayaha iti. So, Ashraya is the means for gaining the end. Since here the means is Agnihotra, which is the Ashraya for gaining the end, that is Swarga Loka. So, therefore, the means and the end are different. Generally, in all our pursuits, all our actions, the means are intended for gaining the end. You study to become a doctor. So you work to gain something. The means and the end. You work to gain money. So artha is the end for which only you work. Kama is the end. For that only you work. So artha, kama, that is the end for which the means, in the form of different actions, activities. What about the means and the end for moksha? For gaining moksha, moksha is in the form of knowledge, knowledge of Ishvara. Therefore, it is Ishvara. Ishvara, for gaining Ishvara, what is the means? Ishvara is total. Ishvara is Purnam, complete. So therefore, what you want is Ishvara, the Purnam, the whole. For gaining the whole, what can be the means? Means cannot be limited. Means also has to be whole only. You cannot gain the whole by the limited means. Limited means for gaining limited ends. If the goal is whole, complete, Purnam, total, then the means cannot be finite. The goal is infinite, the means cannot be finite. The means has to be infinite. So therefore, as the goal, as the end, so the means. Therefore, if you want Bhagavan, if you want Ishvara, he is in the form of knowledge. Sarvam idam iti. I am idam. I am all this. So what is the means for gaining that? It is only in terms of the knowledge that Agam Sarvam idam iti. So you have to be the whole. You have to be the whole, means not physically. You have to know that you are the whole, to understand that Ishvara, who is whole, which is you. So therefore, what is the means for gaining the end? The end is whole, therefore means also is a whole only. Here the whole means in terms of knowledge. Cannot be a limited means. So if infinite is the end, infinite should be the means. So therefore, really speaking, there are no means and end, because mean is whole, the end is also whole. The end is the total. To gain the total, the means is total. Then what is the difference between the means and the end? In fact, there are no means, and therefore there are no ends. Really speaking, there is no real gaining involved here. It is only to know. That is why, since there is no gaining, therefore there is no visible gain. You see in a jnani. You can see visible gain in a person is in terms of artha and kama. Visible gain. He has adopted certain means and therefore he has got the end, artha and kama. You can see the effect of that. He has gained the end, artha, more money, more wealth, more security. That you can see the person understand its lifestyle. But how do you understand, or how do you gauge the jnanam of a jnani? You cannot. You cannot know by the action. You cannot know by action. You cannot know by seeing the jnani. Though Arjuna asked in the second chapter, how does he walk? How does he talk? It is by that also you cannot judge a jnani. The jnani is complete. Therefore, he can be the way he like. But one thing is sure, he will not be against dharma. You cannot understand a jnani. Therefore, as Swamiji says, it is like a bird flying the sky doesn't leave the trail. Similarly, you cannot see see understand the jnani by seeing his action. He does, because it doesn't leave any footprints. So it is therefore not easy to understand. Only a jnani can understand the other jnani. Only jnanis can talk in the same language which they understand. They only understand. Therefore, madashraya means I am the ashraya for what? For gaining myself. So if you want Bhagavan, then you have to resort to Bhagavan. cannot resort to something else. You have to resort to only to Bhagavan only. That is why Madashrayaha. This clarity has to be there. This clarity and this nishchaya. It is a meaning. Madashrayaha iti. You have to search for the thing where you have lost. If you want moksha, moksha is Bhagavan. So therefore, you have to take resort to only Bhagavan only. So he is a ashraya for gaining himself, gaining Bhagavan. So the means is Bhagavan and the end is also Bhagavan. So therefore, the means and the end are the same. That is because the end is infinite. So it cannot have finite means. Then if the means are finite, the end also becomes finite. So therefore, this understanding is required. Madashrayaha. So therefore, a mumukshu is committed to Bhagavan. For him is only Ashraya is Bhagavan. Only means is Bhagavan. So therefore, Mai Asakta Manaha, completely, totally committed to me, Mai Asakta Manaha. That commitment. And Madashrayaha son. Yoga Yunjan, may he take to yoga. Yoga in the form of this Shavanam, Mananam, Nididhyasam, that is Jnana Yoga. Asamshayam Samagrama, Yata Jnasari Tachrano. As you will know completely, so totally, that without any doubt, that way I will teach you. Please listen to me. What? Jnanam te, to you jnanam as well as vijnana. Sa vijnana. Vijnanena saha vakshami. Vakshami completely, I teach you. Knowing which, what? Nothing will be left unknown. So everything will be known. Eka vijnanena sarva vijnanam bhavati. Knowing that everything is known. That is why this knowledge is paravidya, sarva vidya patishtam paravidya iti visa. Knowing which there is nothing else will remain unknown. That is why there is complete removal of ignorance in this knowledge. In no other field you will have the ignorance completely removed. Any field you take, there will be ignorance. As Swamiji says, one question, the difference, the distance between ignorance and knowledge is just one question. As the difference between a century and out is just one ball. Similarly, the difference between the knowledge and ignorance is one question. Just one question, one more question you ask a person in his field. You will not, you may not know, you may not know, and therefore you can't answer. No person is completely knowledgeable with regard to everything in his field. Not possible, because it is subject to every field has got lot of things to be yet to be known. Unknown details are there with regard to the parts of an object. So therefore, no one can say, I know everything. Only with regard to this jnanam only, the person can say, I'm completely free of ignorance. Ignorance has gone completely from me. Purnam, jnanam. Here the complete removal of ignorance. No partial and all. Partial removal of ignorance, ajnanam only. Pratibadha jnanam is ajnanam. Jnanam is not there, ajnanam. Pratibadha jnanam also equally ajnanam. Jnanam which is inhibited with obstacles. Ajnanam only. As good as ajnanam. So therefore, in this only there is complete obliteration of this ajnanam. So the person either is a jnani or ajnani. An ajnani cannot have ajnanam. An ajnani cannot have jnanam. It is dark and light. Light is there, darkness will not be there. Dark is there, light will not be there. Therefore, it is complete. Either you are this or that. Very categorical. So therefore only it is complete. Asheshataha. Therefore only Asheshataha. Nothing is left out completely, totally. Therefore, only this knowing which there is nothing else to be known. Akshami Asheshataha. Completely, Bhagavan says, I will teach you without any omission. In fact, teacher here in this knowledge, teacher can really cannot omit anything. He has to give the knowledge. The knowledge is total. Therefore, it has to be given in total. There is no partial knowledge, not possible here. In other fields, it is what is possible. In other fields, a teacher can withhold certain knowledge, certain techniques, like in martial arts, the master will not teach all the movements, all the kicks. He will not teach in a karate. Certain kicks the teacher will hold. Otherwise, the students will overpower the master. So their omission is possible. But here, it's not possible. And Bhagavan says, without any omission, I'll teach you. I will teach you without omission. It means I will teach you in such a way that you understand it's without any doubt. That is what is meant here. I will teach you without any doubt. Doubtless knowledge you will gain. I will teach you. So therefore, jnanam, the knowledge, savijnanam, the difference between knowledge, the jnanam is jnanam, knowledge. Savijnanam, that is the knowledge which is immediate. Immediate knowledge. Knowledge, Brahma Jnanam is knowledge. Brahma asti iti paroksha jnanam. Jnanam is paroksha. And Vijnanam is, that is you, aparoksha. That Vijnanam is aparoksha, aparoksha jnanam. So Jnanam sa Vijnanam. So Jnanam sa Vijnanam. So Jnanam is knowledge. Knowledge is that Brahma asti iti jnanam. Ishvaraha asti iti jnanam. The Jagat Karanam Brahma Ishvara is you, that is Vijnana. That is immediate knowledge. So, both. Because our inquiry starts with this Jagat. This Jagat, Jiva and Ishvara. We always questions about the Jagat. Our inquiry into the truth always starts with the Jagat. It doesn't start with oneself. That who am I comes later. But the beginning starts with the Jagat. What is the Jagat? Who created? There must be a creator. Yes, there is creator. Who created? Ishvara created. Ishvara is Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karanam, but Ishvara, that is Jnanam. Ishvara asti, Brahma asti. So that therefore Jagat is Ishvara, fine, but that doesn't solve the problem of samsara. Because Jiva, I am there, and Ishvara is a duality is there. So I am a limited one. Because Ishvara other than me is there. Therefore I'm limited. I feel insignificant with regard to the Ishvara is complete, the total. Then Vijnanam, that Ishvara is you, that Brahma, Nirupadika Brahma, the Satchit Ananda Brahma, Jagatkana Brahma is you. Therefore, all the three, in the beginning reduced to two, then the two is reduced to one. That is Ekameva Advitiyam Brahma iti. That is Vijnana, that is a vision. So Asheshataha completely, I teach you, knowing which there will not be nothing left out. So complete knowledge. Iti. Up to this we saw. This is a beautiful introduction. Then this Jnanam is praised in the next shloka, third shloka. I think that we have to read. We'll read that. Manushyanam sahasreshu
Manusyanam sahasreshu
kaschid yatati siddhaye
kaschit yatati siddhaye
yatatamapi siddhanam
yatataamapi siddhanam
kaschinma veti tattvataha.
kaschidmam veti tatvatah.
This shloka praises this knowledge. How does it praises? You will see the Vidya Stuti, as we have seen in Mundaka in Upanishad. You will see Stuti in almost in all the Upanishad. Vidya Stuti. The Stuti is done, Vidya Stuti is done by praising the teacher or praising the students or praising the knowledge. But here the Vidya Stuti is done by praising that rarity of the people in gaining this knowledge. Rarity. Only one among the thousand, only attempt and one among the thousand. One among the thousand attempt, and among them also a very few, one gains this. So therefore rarity, that is, this knowledge is praised by mentioning the rarity of the person gaining this knowledge. Manushyanam sagasreshu kaschit etati siddhai. Only Manushya also can work for it. That is why Purushartha we have. We don't have Mrigartha, Pashvartha. Only Manushya, human beings can aspire for moksha. That's why Manushyattvam, Mumukshutvam, Mahapurusha Samshayaha. Treme Vaitat. Durlabam Treme Vaitat. These three things are very rare. Manushyattvam is rare. That is not mentioned, but Manushyattvam itself is a rarity. Manushya Janma itself is a rarity. There is a shloka. Jalajaha Nava Lakshani. Stavaraha Laksha Vimshatihi. Krimayaha Rudra Sankyayaha. Pakshinam Dasha Laksham. Trimshat Lakshani Pashavaha. Chatur Lakshani Manavaha. That is, how many beings are there? Kati Pranan, Kati Jantavaha Santi. Chatura Ashitayaha Jantavaha Santi. That is 84 lakhs or 8.4 million species are there. Among them, Narajanma, Manushya Janma, Durlabam, Utkrishtam. Manushya Janma is Utkrishta Janma. So therefore only Manushyattvam, the status of being a human being, that itself is a rarity. So if you do the probability, 1 among 8.4 million getting a human Janma, since everyone has karma for taking any Janma of any species, therefore probability is 1 by 8.4 million. It's a probability. It's almost nothing. It means zero. Next Janma to be a human being is zero. Because 8.4 million species are there. Every possibility is for taking the Janma, any species Janma. Manushya Janma also possible. Its probability is 1 by 8.4 million. It is almost zero only. So it's a very rarity. That is a rarity. So Manushyattvam itself is it's a rarity. Then what about Mumukshutvam and working for it, moksha? Therefore, that uniqueness of this knowledge in terms of rarity is presented here. So Manushyanam Sagasreshu, among the thousands, 1 among the 1,000. Manushyanam Sagasreshu. Here you cannot do samasa. Na nirdharane, please note. Those who know samasa. Manushyanam Sagasreshu. You cannot say Manushya Sagasra. You cannot say Kaschit Yatati Siddhaya. 1 among the 1,000 makes an effort. Why effort? Because without effort, nothing can be gained. The effort is required for in 2 ways. That is to prepare and then making the proper effort. Preparation also involves effort. That is a prerequisite. You have to prepare to gain. First, preparation is required. Then attempt. So, therefore, preparation. This knowledge is, before gaining this knowledge, one has to prepare oneself for gaining the knowledge. So this is, in fact, with regard to every knowledge. Every knowledge requires preparation and then working to gain that knowledge. So therefore, not this gaining this knowledge is difficult. Gaining any knowledge, in fact, it is difficult only unless you are not prepared. So Manushyanam Sagastareshwar, among the thousands, 1 in a million. 1 in a million only is Sagastareshu Yatati Siddhaye. You work for this Jnanam. Yatati Siddhaye. Siddhaye for success. Siddhi. Siddhaye is moksha here. So success is moksha. So Siddhaye for moksha siddhyartham, 1 among the million attempts. Yatati. Yatati prayatnam karoti. Yatati. That's why the person is called yatihi, sannyasi iti. That's how the word came, yati. Because yati, the sannyasi, is one who makes an attempt. Then yatatam api, among them also. Yatatam, prayatnam kurvatam, among those who makes effort. Among them also, yatatam siddhanam, the word siddhanam. How you can use the word siddhanam? Siddhanam is accomplished. Siddha, sadhaka, sadhya. Sadhaka is one who makes attempt. So instead of siddha, sadhaka should be sadhaka, right? Because sadhaka alone becomes siddha when he gains a sadhya. Sadhya is the end. Sadhaka is the one who works for the end. And sadhaka becomes siddha when he gains the end. So therefore, it should be sadhakana, but siddhana. It is just like saying, yeah, a medical student as a doctor. A medical student is not a doctor. A medical student is studying in the medical college. He will become a doctor after 4 or 5 years. So we call him a doctor now. He is in the process of becoming a doctor. He has not yet become a doctor, as we call him. So similarly, a girl says, "Is my hubby not yet married, but says it's going to be her husband, not yet." Similarly, here also, Siddhana means he will gain success later. He will gain that. Therefore, Gita uses the word. Bhagavan uses the word Siddhana, assuming that his effort will fructify later. Therefore, using the word Siddhana. So Siddhana, Siddha are those people who have achieved the end, who have achieved success. So calling Siddha, this calling Sadhaka as Siddha, because he will reach his end. How do you say he will reach his end? Bhagavan has already promised. Nagi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati in the previous chapter. So he is a kalyana krit. Therefore, he will not gain any undesirable end. He will gain moksha alone, final siddhi, that siddhi success he will gain. So therefore, siddhana, etatam api siddhana, among those who work, kaschit mam veti tattvataha, among them also, among those who makes effort, only kaschit, a rare person alone, really know me in tattvataha, really know me. Really, a rare person, a person is rare. He only knows me. Kaschit ma, like in the Kathopanishad, Paranchikani Vedanta Swayambhu, Parang Pashyanti, Nantaratma, Kaschit Dhiraha, Pratyekatman Aikshat, Kaschit Dhiraha, some Viveki, Dhiraha, Viveki, Pratyekatmanam Aikshat. He wanted to know, he decided to know the Pratyekatma. And he knows, Kaschit Dhiraha, Kaschit Viveki Tattvataha Janati, Veti Janati. Some Dhiraha, some Viveki only really knows me. So therefore, this knowledge is rare. And the one who gains this knowledge is also rare. That is why Kata Upanishad says, Ascharyo Bhakta Kushalosya Labda. Ascharyo Jnata Kushalanusishtaha iti. In spite of teaching also, this knowledge is often, it's not understood. In fact, if it is read, studied, if it is studied by oneself, it is misunderstood. So therefore, therefore, this knowledge to be gained only with the help of the teacher in the tradition, that itself has another rarity. And in spite of Shravanam also, Shravanayapi Bhagubihi na labhyaha, Srinmantopi Bhagavo Yamna Vidyuhu. So in spite of listening, this knowledge is not understood. And it is misunderstood also sometimes. That is why we have different commentaries for the Gita. Everyone writes commentary supporting, advocating his view. So therefore, Visishtadvaiti, Dvaiti, and so many other commentaries advocating the theory, their darshana, their philosophy is there. Therefore, understanding itself is a rarity. It's difficult. Understanding that and working for it and gaining that, that's a rarity. So because it is rare, therefore therefore it must be great. So anything which is commonly available cannot be great. That which is rare, that is why diamond, the rare. You don't get like a stone everywhere. Because it is rare, therefore it is valued. So this knowledge is rare. The one who gains this knowledge is also found to be rare only. Therefore, it is unique. Therefore, it is praised. This is a praise. It is a stuti here. Stuti is done. Not to discourage or demotivate. This is to in fact create the enthusiasm, the inspiration among the sadhakas. And by using the word siddha, Bhagavan is assuring that sadhakas will one day become siddha. He has to achieve. There is no choice. One has to work for it. All the effort is only to prepare the ground, preparation. When this knowledge takes place, when the land is tilled and it is ready, when the seeds are thrown at the right time, it will sprout. There is no choice that it will not sprout. If at all any seeds don't maybe do not sprout, it is due to some other reason. The land is either the tilling is not done properly or the soil itself is not proper. Some obstructions, some hindrances. That is why all the preparatory sadhanas in the form of karma yoga and upasana are suggested. So therefore, yatatam siddhanam kaschit mam veti tattvataha as I am. That is in reality, totally, completely. Iti. The fourth stuti is done, the three shlokas. Now, the next shloka, where the Ishvara, we are discussing Ishvara. So Ishvara is Jagat Karanam. So what is this Jagat? What is this Jagat? What is it made of? Jagat, is it different from the Lord? If it is different from the Lord, then where is the Lord? Where is Bhagavan? Is above the world, sitting in heaven? So all these questions will come. So that is clarified here. What is the connection between the Srishti and the Srishtikarta, Ishvaraha? Let us read shloka number 4. Bhumirapo nalo vayuhu
Bhumirapo nalo vayuhu
kham mano buddhireva cha
kham mano buddhireva cha
ahankara iti yamme
ahankara iti yamme
भिन्ना प्रकृतिरष्टधा
भिन्ना प्रकृतिरष्टदा
प्रकृतिः अष्टधा मे प्रकृतिः भिन्ना प्रकृतिः अष्टधा भवति. So before we see the shloka, let us clarify certain things here. Bhagavan has got twofold prakriti. Prakriti is meaning the prakriti meaning the cause. Prakriti, Bhagavan has got twofold prakriti. One is para prakriti. One is para prakriti, other one is apara prakriti. For the creation to come, anything to come, anything, for creating anything, two causes are required. The causes alone we call by the name prakriti here. What are the two causes? We need nimitta karanam and we need upadana. Nimitta means the maker. Nimitta maker and the upadana material. As we have seen for making a gata, for making a pot, two causes are involved. One is pot maker, other one is the mirth, etc., clay, etc. That alone is converted by the pot maker into a pot. Therefore, two causes. Nimitta karna, padana karanam, already we discussed in Mundaka. So, as any object requires two causes, and this creation that also must be having two causes. And Bhagavad says here that cause is prakriti, that is my prakriti. Two causes. One is para prakriti, other one is apara prakriti. Para prakriti and apara prakriti. The para prakriti is swarupa bhuta. It is swarupa. Para prakriti. Apara prakriti is it is swabhava bhuta. It is swabhava bhuta. Para prakriti, in fact, that is the truth of everything. That is the truth. That is the truth of everything. Para prakriti. Apara prakriti, that is the pradhana karanam. That consists of panchabhuta. Panchabhuta starts with panchabhuta. What are the panchabhuta? Akashaha, Vayuhu, Agnihi, Apaha, Prithivi. And from this this five, only this Karya Prakriti has come. This is Apara Prakriti itself, we are dividing that into Karana Prakriti and Karya Prakriti. Karana is this Panchabhuta, Tasmad Etasmad, Akasha Sambhutaha, Akashad Vayuhu, Vayu Agnihi, Agneyapaha, Adhyah Prithivi. We saw this in Tattva Bodha and Vedanta Sara also, and in MS, it is quote from Taittiriya Upanishad. So this is Karanam, Moola Karanam, the Moola Prakriti. From that Karya Prakriti, that is in the form of this Manaha, Buddhihi, Agankaraha iti, Karya Prakriti. So Karana Prakriti, Karya Prakriti. So therefore cause and the effect. This is five elements are the Moola Karanam. The five elements are the Moola Karanam that undergoes Panchikaranam, compounding, that results in the form of this Stula Prapancha, Stula Jagat. Now, this Apara Prakriti itself we divided into Karana Prakriti and Karya Prakriti. So, therefore, this Karanam, the Moola Prakriti, which is in unmanifest form, that is called Avyakta. That is Maya. Maya in Avyakta. Maya is Moola Prakriti. That is this Jagat, which was in Avyakta Avastha, unmanifest form. When it is unmanifest form, that is with the Ishvara, the Avyakta Rupa. The Avyakta, this Jagat, Avyakta Rupena Vartate, that alone becomes Vyakta. That alone becomes Vyakta, that is Maya Karya. That is in the form of the formation of the creation of these 5 elements and the subsequent the creation. That is after this Panchikarnam, this Jagat is created. So therefore, Para Prakriti is Swarupa Bhuta, and Apara Prakriti is Swabhava. So Apara Prakriti only, that is, which is in Avyakta Rupam, it is Maya. From Maya Sagita Brahma only this Panchabhuta, and Panchabhuta undergoing Panchikarnam results in the formation of this Jagat. So therefore, this Jagat is Para Prakriti or Apara Prakriti. It has come from the Lord, the Apara Prakriti aspect of the Lord. The Jagat, Apara Prakriti, which is Maya, and Maya Karya, that is Sukshma Bhuta. Moolam is Sukshma Bhuta. First is Sukshma Bhuta, the Pancha Bhuta. They are the Sukshma Bhuta. From that only, this Maya Karya, that is also Maya Karya. Sukshma Bhuta also Maya Karya only. In the beginning, it was an Avyakta Rupam, then comes to Vyakta, and Vyakta Rupam itself, it is Sukshma, and Sukshma undergoing compounding, then becomes this Srishti, Stula Bhuta, Prapancha. So, therefore, for this Jagat to come, there must be the cause, ultimate cause, without which it is not possible. That is Para Prakriti. That is Para Prakriti. That is the truth of everything. And the immediate cause for this Jagat is Apara Prakriti, that is Maya, which was an Avyakta Rupa before, now it has become Vyakta. So, therefore, this Apara Prakriti, Ashtadha Bhinna, it is divided into 8. So, presenting this Apara Prakriti as dividing this Apara Prakriti into 8. That is a subsequent the form that out from the Avyakta it comes to Vyakta. Maya, which is an Avyakta, first from that Akasha, the first element is born. From that Vayu, then from Vayu to Agni, Agni to Apaha, Apaha to the Prithvi. Then from that what is born up to Panchabhuta, Pancha Sukshma Bhuta, then Pancha Stula Bhuta are going to be formed. And here the Gita uses the word Manaha Buddhihi Agankaraha. Manaha Buddhihi Agankaraha. This Manaha Buddhihi Agankaraha, the Acharya uses the word. He says that Manaha is mind. Manaha literally it means mind. But here the Manaha, we have to take the meaning of Manaha to be Avyakta. That is in Avyakta Rupam. From that Buddhihi, the Samashti Buddhihi, Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha, that is called Magat Tattvam. Then from that, this Ahankara, this Avidyatmaka Ahankara is born. So therefore, Manaha, Bhashyakara in his Bhashyam says, Manasaha Karanam Ahankaraha iti. Buddhihi Magat Tattvam. Ahankara ityadi iti Avidya Sanyuktam Avyaktam iti. And another thing you can see here, Bhumi Rapo Nalo Vayu iti, the order is different. The order is Bhumi. Bhumi is the grossest. And Kam Akasha. Kha is Akasha. It's a subtlest. But here the order is from the grossest to the subtler is given. Therefore, you cannot take the order from Bhumi Apaha, Apaha to another, we cannot take. Order is Akasha to Vayu, Kam to Vayu, Vayu to Anala, Anala to Apaha. That is how. Why it is given? Because it is how the perception takes place. We look at the grossest only, Bhumi only. So it is the Srishti here, not in the way it has just formed. Here the Srishti, the reverse order it is given. Because Arjuna here, Bhagavan is giving Upadesha to Arjuna. Arjuna is seeing the world. We are seeing the world available for perception. Therefore, in that order it is given. Therefore, order to be taken. Bhumihi, reverse order. Bhumihi, Bhumi has come from Apaha. Apaha, Bhumi means Prithvi, earth. And Apa, the water has come from Anala. Anala is Agni. Agni has come from Vayu. Vayu from Kam, Akasha, Akashaha. So here, Bhumi means Bhumi is Brahma. It has come from Apa Brahma. Apa Brahma has come from Anala Brahma. All the way it is Brahma. So you cannot leave out Brahma. Because everything is Brahma. It is the truth of everything. That is Paraprakriti. Therefore, everything is Brahma. Even though we say Bhumi Apa, Bhumi has come from Apa, but you have to understand it is Brahma. Bhumi Brahma is born from Apa Brahma from Anala Brahma, Anala Brahma from Vayu Brahma, Vayu from Akasha. And this Akasha has come from what? This Akasha has come from Ishvara, from Atma, Maya Sagita Brahma. So, this creation here is as per the Sankhya Darshana. Even though Sankhya Darshana is Dvaita Darshana, they insist on Purusha and Prakriti, Pradhana, they call Pradhana. With regard to model of the presentation of the creation, we don't have any problem. Therefore, we accept, or we just take their model, the creation model as it is. We take the model theory, the creation theory of them as it is, and then we dismiss the Dvaitam aspect, Dvaitam, which is Sankhya Darshana is Dvaita Darshana. We dismiss the Dvaita, the dualistic theory of them. For them, Purusha and Prakriti are different, but for us, there is no two. It is only one. That's why Apara Prakriti is not different from Para Prakriti. Apara Prakriti is nothing but this Maya. Maya, that Apara Prakriti, from Maya only all the Pancham Mahabhutas have come. So Maya in the Avyakta Rupam, it becomes Vyakta and Vyakta to Avyakta. That is what his creation is. Maya undergoes, from the standpoint of the Maya, it is Parinama Upadana Karanam. From the standpoint of Bhagavan, it is only, from the Ishvara, it is only Vivarta Upadana Karanam. Really, there is no change. It's only an apparent. Apparent, it is change. There is no creation. It is only a projection. What is created? Bhagavan doesn't undergo any change. Without undergoing change, it becomes like the clay becomes a pot. What is the change? Only the Nama Rupa. Is it real? It is Mithya. Without the clay, just Nama Rupa. Without undergoing any serious change. Clay undergoing change means clay doesn't become something else to become the pot. After becoming a pot, in spite of becoming a pot, it is what remains is clay only. Pot is clay. Clay is a karanam, and the karanam pervades the entire pot. The pot is nothing but the clay with the nama rupa. So therefore, the nama rupa is, when the nama rupa is destroyed, what remains is clay only. So it is all the way clay only. The pot is avyakta rupa in clay. it becomes Vyakta. And again, it merges into the clay. That is what we call Srishti. So to explain that, we say that Ishvara has these two aspects, Para Prakriti and Apara Prakriti. And when we talk about Apara Prakriti, from the Apara Prakriti, it is Pancha Mahabhuta in this order. In the order of it is in the order it is not in the created, in the order it is seen. Grossest, from the grossest to the subtlest. Subtlest is understood. Akasha is understood. So therefore, this Pradhanam, which is Avyakta, from that only these bhutas have come, the Pradhana, Avyakta. From that, the order is Pradhanam, the Avyakta. Avyakta, from Avyakta to Mahat. From Mahat is Agankara. So Agankara is the Kartrutvam, the sense of doership, which has come from Mahat. Mahat is Samashti Buddhi. Mahat. The word which is used in Sankhya, Mahat. And that has come from the Avyakta. So from Avyakta, that Avyakta to Mahat, Mahat to Akankara. And therefore the word Manaha here, Bhashyakara takes the Bhashyam to be Avyaktam. Manaha is equal to Avyaktam. So here we cannot take Manaha to be Manaha. Manaha is Avyaktam, that Maya in Avyakta Rupa. From that Avyaktam comes Buddhihi, that is Hiranyagarbha. So we know the Srishti Prakriya very well. We have seen Tattvavada and Vedanta Sara also. Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is Samashti, Sukshma, Sharira, Abhimani, Hiranyagarbha. Samashti Buddhi we call Hiranyagarbha. So Manaha is Avyaktam. From the Avyakta to the Buddhihi, then Buddhihi, from Buddhi to Akankara. Akankara stands for the sense of doership in the Jiva. Kartrutva. Akankara. So first is Akasha, Akasha to Vayu, Vayu to Agni, Agni to Apaha, then Prithvi, then this is from Avyakta this has come, then Samashti, that's Hiranyagarbha, that is Buddhihi, from Buddhihi to Akankara. This is the order. So in the first stage it can be divided into two stages. The first stage is from Avyakta to Mahat. Mahat is Samashti. Mahat is a technical name for Mahat Tattvam. Mahat, that is Buddhihi, that is referred to by the word Buddhihi in the shloka. From Avyakta, this Mahat has come. Avyakta is indicated by the word Manaha. That is the first stage. From Manaha, Mahat has come. And from the Mahat, Akankara has come. Akankara. From Akankara, the second stage, from Akankara, is Sukshma Mahabhuta are born. So that is how you have to take. That's why I said it is given the reverse order. So you have to go in the reverse order. The reverse order when we go, but you have to place Manaha first. That is Avyaktam first. Avyaktam to Buddhihi. Buddhi refers to Mahat. From Mahat to Akankara. Then from Akankara is Kham Akasha. Akasha to Vayu. Vayu to Anala. Anala to Apaha. Apaha to Bhumi. Iti. The Sukshma Bhuta is created. From the Sukshma Bhuta only, the Panchikaranam happens. Then Sthola Bhutas are born. Elements and elementals are born. Then Karmendriya, Jnanendriya, and the Pranaha, Pancha Pranaha, etc. all are born. They're all not mentioned in this shloka, but we have to understand. So therefore, Bhumihi, the earth, Apaha, water, Analaha, fire, Vayuhu, air, Kam, space. These are the Pancha Sukshma Bhutani, Tanmatras. And Manaha Buddhihi Agankara. Here Manaha Buddhi Agankara not referring to the individual. Not referring to the individual. Manaha meaning Avyakta, Buddhihi is Magat Tattva, and Agankara. These are not of the individual. Agankara is the sense of this. That's also Avyakta only, Agankara. All these are born. Ashtada Prakriti. These Prakriti, this My nature is of eightfold. That is responsible for the Panchamahabhuta and this Loka and this Sukshma Sharira. This Jagat, this Stula Jagat, Stula Prapancha. So what is the cause for this Stula Prapancha is this Apara Prakriti, which consists of these 8 things. So this is Apara Prakriti. So therefore, Para Prakriti, Apara Prakriti. The Para Prakriti, Apara Prakriti, both belongs to Bhagavan. Brahma is Para Prakriti. And Brahma alone cannot create. Therefore, with Maya, with his Apara Prakriti, he creates this Jagat. So, therefore, both are involved in the Srishti. Therefore, Abhinna Nimittopadana, both are not different. Not these 2 causes lie somewhere else, different from each other. It is same. Like Yathodanabihi Sujate Grannatecha, Yathodanabihi, spider creates the web. From where does it get the material? The material gets from itself. Who is the creator? The spider. Therefore, Abhina Nimitta Upadana Karana. That is what Para Prakriti, Apara Prakriti. So Para Prakriti, Apara Prakriti. Both the Prakritis are Anadi. Both the Prakriti are Anadi. And Para Prakriti is Chetana Rupa. Apara Prakriti is Achetana Rupa. Para Prakriti, Brahma, it is Nirgunam. Apara Prakriti is Sagunam. And Brahma, Para Prakriti, Nirvikara. This Maya, Apara Prakriti, Savikara. Savikara. So it changes. But Brahma doesn't change without undergoing any change. The change is only at the level of Maya. And the change at the level of Maya is Mithya. Therefore, any change. To change to happen, there must be an Adhara. That Adhara is Brahma. Therefore, Maya Sagita Brahma. Brahma, that is Ishvara, the Nimitta Karanam, and with Apara Prakriti, that becomes the Upadana Karanam also. Therefore, it is the same Brahma only. Ishvara alone becomes the Karanam for this Jagat. And he is both Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karanam. And the Srishti here, it is the Sankhya, they present in, as I told you, it is present in 2 stages. That in the Avyakta form, that in the beginning, that is Maya, that is referred to by the word Manaha. From that Mahat Tattvam has come. Mahat already we have seen in Kathopanishad and all. Mahat. The Samashti Sukshma Buddhi. Mahat. Then from that Ahankara. That Ahankara is alone is responsible for the Kartritvam in the Jiva. That Ahankara. Ahankara. Then from that Pancha Sukshma Bhuta. And from that the Stula Bhuta, etc. are born. This is how the Srishti take place. This is the Apara Prakriti. Iti Mama Prakriti Ashtada Bhinna Bhavati. My Prakriti is divided into 8 fold. Agankara iti yam me. Iti yam me Prakriti Bhinna. They are different. The differences are there. Iti Ashtabihi Prakarehi. Ashtabihi Prakarehi Bhinna Asti Mama Prakriti. What Prakriti? This is Apara Prakriti. Apara Prakriti of 8-fold. Apara Prakriti is of 8-fold. So therefore, that is the material cause. This Apara Prakriti is a material cause for the creation which undergoes change. Therefore, Brahma doesn't undergo any change. Brahma is Vivartopadana Karana. Brahma doesn't undergo any change. Therefore, that Parinama is only Parinami Karana is only from the standpoint of Maya. Brahma is Vivartopadana Karana. Brahma is Vivartopadana Karanam. It means it doesn't change without undergoing any change. Which appears to change, doesn't undergo any change. Like the Raju Sarpa. Raju is there, doesn't undergo any change. But you superimpose Sarpa on it. You superimpose snake on it. Therefore, the apparent perception of snake in the in the rope. Apparent perception. It's not real. It is not real. It's a real really snake is there? No. So therefore, Brahma is Vivarta Upadana. And Maya is Parinami Upadana Karanam. The change which is happening, that is of the Maya, and that Maya is Mithya. Therefore, the change doesn't affect Brahma. Brahma cannot undergo any change. It is changeless. It is the Adhara for this Srishti. And this Maya Shakti of the Brahma has this eightfold. It enjoys this eightfold Apara Prakriti. That alone is cause for the creation. Okay, this is the meaning. So Apara Prakriti. Now, having presented Apara Prakriti, Bhagavan next shloka he says, Apara Prakriti is there, fine. What is this? This Apara Prakriti is for, the Apara Prakriti is the cause for the creation. But what about me? Who am I then? What is my Swarupa? Ishvara Swarupa. Apara Prakriti is my lower Prakriti. Therefore, don't take me for the lower Prakriti. Don't judge me by my creation. Then who am I? Then he says in the next shloka, fifth shloka, we will read. Apareyamitastvanyam.
Apareyamitastvanyam.
Prakritim vidhi me param.
Prakritim vidhi me param.
Jiva bhutam mahabaho.
Jiva bhuta mahabaho.
Yedam dharyate jagat.
Yedam dharyate jagat.
Aparaha. Apareyam itaha tu anyam. Aparaha. Apara prakriti. Iyam apara prakriti. What is this iyam apara prakriti? What is mentioned before. That ashtabhihi prakarehi binna ya prakriti asti mama prakriti apara prakriti. That apara prakriti, that panchamaha bhuta and manaha buddhihi agankara iti ashtada. That is that ashtada prakriti. So that ashtada prakriti, that is my lower prakriti. That is my lower prakriti. Apara prakriti. Now, vidhi me param prakriti. Vidhi me param. Param prakriti, which is jiva bhutam, mahabaho, yaya idam jagat dharyate. Please know my para prakriti, which is jiva bhutam, which is the nature of the jiva, the essential nature of the jiva, by which idam jagat is dharyate, is sustained. This jagat is sustained by that prakriti, which is para prakriti. There one correction is there in what I said in the previous shloka. I just referred the Bhashyam. There Bhashyakara he says, I told also, Manaha, this Buddhi, as I told, it is Magat Tattva. Agankara is unmanifest. Agankara, Bhashyakara says, the Bhashyam, Agankara is Avyakta. And Buddhi is Magat. And Manas stands for Agankara. It takes like that. Anyway, anyway you take it. Manaha is taking it as Agankara. I said Manaha is Avyakta. Manaha is taking it as Akankara and Buddhi as Magat. And Akankara itself stands for the unmanifest. The Akankara stands for the unmanifest. Anyway, that is 8 Ashtada Prakriti. These are the Upadana Karana. Fine. That is Apara Prakriti, lower Prakriti. So therefore, may you know my Prakriti, which is Para Prakriti, which is the Jiva Bhuta, the nature of the individual, by which the entire Jagat is sustained. Yaya idam Jagat dharyate. Karmani Priyoha. Idam Jagat dharyate. This Jagat is sustained. May Param Prakriti Vidhi. May you understand my Para Prakriti. Para Prakriti, that is my Swarupa Prakriti. Not Swabhava Prakriti. My Swarupa Prakriti, my nature. Utkrishta Prakriti, Para Prakriti, most exalted Prakriti. Because knowing which we become free. Knowing Ashtada Apara Prakriti, you don't become free. Ashtada Prakriti is Ashtada Prakriti, Apara Prakriti. Knowing that you don't become free. Knowing that you don't become free. Knowing the Para Prakriti, because Para Prakriti is you. That is Jiva Bhutam. Therefore, Para Prakriti is Jiva Bhuta, which is in the form of the Jiva. So Jiva is Brahma. So knowing Aham Brahma iti, the Jiva becomes free. Knowing Apara Prakriti, Jiva will not become free. So therefore, the one who knows the Swarupa of oneself, one who knows that by which the body, mind, sense is sustained, the world is sustained, that which illumines this Jagat, so that is Para Prakriti, that is Satyam, and this Jagat which includes my body, mind, sense complex, it is Mithya. Therefore, that Para Prakriti has to be understood, from which alone all these have come. From alone all these have come. So therefore, may you know my Para Prakriti, Jiva Bhutam, Dharete Jagat, that alone sustains this Jagat. Iti. So knowing that what you get, knowing that you become free. Knowing that Swarupa Prakriti, you become free. Knowing that Swarupa, that Agam Brahma, you become free. Not by knowing Swabhava. Knowing Swabhava, Apara Prakriti is Apara Vidya. That is what the language of Mundaka Upanishad, it is Apara Vidya. Para Vidya is Para Prakriti. The knowledge of Para Prakriti is Para Vidya. Knowing that is Swarupa Vidya. Swarupa, it is Apara is Swabhava. That's why Swabhava, Swarupa, they are different. Sometimes it is used even in the Vashima also, in the place of Swarupa, Swabhava. But somebody uses to say Swarupa is always better. Swarupa. Ishvara can present, Bhagavan can present Swarupa, Swabhava, but Swarupa is that which doesn't change. Swabhava changes. Swabhava, because it is Apara Prakriti, that which changes. Swarupa doesn't change. So Swarupa is Para. Knowledge of that is Para Vidya. Para Prakriti Jnanam is Para Vidya. It is. That alone is liberating knowledge. Apara Prakriti is Apara Vidya. That includes all the Vidya, all the knowledge of the entire world, the knowledge of all the Shadanga, Vedanga, etc. All are Apara Vidya. Apara Vidya of the Apara Prakriti. That is not liberating knowledge. But the question what asked by Shonaka in Mundaka, knowing that everything is known. Knowing Brahma, everything is known. Knowing Para Prakriti, Para Vidya, everything is known, because everything is nothing but Brahma alone. Eka Jnanena, Aneka Jnanam, Sarva Jnanam Bhavati. That is what Bhagavan also said in the beginning. Yajnatva na kinchit avashishyate. Nothing will be left unknown. By knowing my Swarupa Prakriti, Para Prakriti. That alone is sustains the Jagat. Because it sustains the Jagat, knowing that you become free. Knowing that you become, you recognize the oneness with that. That is moksha. So we'll stop here. We'll continue the next class. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangapadakramopanisadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na vidusura suraganaha Evaya tasmai namaha. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadah.
धन्यवादः गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद विश्वनाथ जी.
धन्यवादः जी।